All right, so we've got this cultural time capsule, and inside are three, well, seemingly random documents from completely different worlds. What we're gonna do is go on a little archaeological dig here, piece together the clues, and find the one surprising thread that connects them all. Okay, artifact number one. Check this out. It's an entry from someone's personal movie database. And yeah, it's in Hungarian. It's just a little note about the actor Peter Falk. You know, the guy who played the amazing Detective Columbo. See how it's kind of personal, a little messy? It feels like we're looking at a snapshot of someone's private collection. Hang on to that thought. Then, bam, we jump way forward in time. This is a super polished page from a 2017 Kirkus literary review. It's professional, it's modern, it's all about the timeless art of storytelling. I mean, totally different universe from that messy movie log, right? And for our final clue, get a load of this. A super vibrant, loud, and oh-so-retro ad from a 1981 issue of Billboard magazine. This one sends us hurtling back in time, right into the heart of the music industry just as a new decade was kicking off.
So let's recap. A Hungarian movie log, a modern book review, and a music mag from the 80s. I mean, on the surface, there's no way these things are related. But there is a hidden thread that ties them all together. So what is it? What's the connection?
All right, to crack this case, we have to start at our most chaotic scene, the world of 1981. This Billboard magazine, it's not just some boring trade paper. Oh no, it is a window into an entire industry having a complete and total identity crisis. And that crisis, it had a name, video. But what's really wild is the language they use. Bleeding to death. Whoa, that's not just, a business concern. That is pure, unadulterated panic. The industry saw this new tech not as an opportunity, but as an existential threat. And this panic, it was all fueled by some pretty staggering numbers. According to the Canadian Recording Industry Association at the time, they figured piracy was costing them up to $50 million a year, and that's just in Canada. Home taping, they said that was siphoning off another $40 million. You can see why they felt like they were under siege. So the battle lines were drawn. In one corner, you had the old guard, vinyl records, radio stations, mail-order record clubs. And in the other corner, you had the new kids on the block, the disruptors, home video, cable TV, and the dreaded blank cassette tape, the thing that could turn literally any listener into a potential pirate. So what did they do? Well, they scrambled. Big time. You can see it all over the pages of this magazine. They're holding emergency conferences on video. You've got the huge labels like Warner and CBS rushing to create their own video departments. They're fighting about royalty rates and even building their own studios just to try and get a handle on this thing. Okay, so we've established the music industry is in a complete panic. But to really get the full picture, we've got to go back to our other artifacts. What was going on in the world of books and movies while all this was happening? And this is where that Kirkus review from 2017 fits in. It shows us a world that was, and still is, pretty darn stable. The worries here aren't about some new tech taking over. Nope, it's about character, story, the art of writing. An industry built on hundreds of years of tradition. I mean, just look at these book covers. The focus is right there on the story, the art, the human element. The publishing world wasn't freaking out that some new format was going to make books disappear. It was a mature, confident industry, just doing what it had always done, telling great stories. And it's the same story with film. Think about our Hungarian database. That's not a record of a crisis, it's a labor of love. It's just someone carefully cataloging and preserving the movies they care about. Film was this mature art form, being saved for the future, not fighting for its life against some scary new tech. Okay, so what do we have? One industry in a total panic, and two others just cruising along. Three separate worlds on three separate tracks. But this is the exact moment where those tracks are about to intersect. And it's all thanks to four guys from Liverpool.
We've laid out all the pieces, right? A music industry in meltdown in 1981, and a film fan carefully organizing his collection. How on earth do these two things connect?
The first clue, it's buried deep inside that 81 billboard. In this little article about a radio station, it mentions a special series they're doing, a show called John, Paul, George, and Ringo, all about, you guessed it, the Beatles. And this is where it all clicks. We jump back to our Hungarian movie database, and what do we see? An entry for the movie A Hard Day's Night. And right there in the credits, under featured music, the Beatles. Boom. The freaked-out music industry of 1981 and the quiet little film project are connected by the exact same band. Now, that's not just a cool piece of trivia. It's actually the key to understanding a much bigger story about how we deal with change. Because here's the real kicker. All those things the music industry was so terrified of back in '81, video, cable TV, they didn't kill music. Not at all. They became a huge part of it. I mean, they led directly to the music video, to MTV, to a whole new way of experiencing songs. The thing they thought was a threat turned out to be their biggest opportunity.
And you realize this story is a cycle. We've seen it happen over and over again. The video panic of '81, that turned into the Napster panic in '99, which then led to the streaming revolution with Spotify. Every single time, the industry felt like it was bleeding to death. And every single time, it was just forced to change and adapt.
So that connection between an old magazine and a movie database, it shows us something really important. Culture is tough. The songs of yesterday always find a way into the media of tomorrow. What looks like an absolute crisis in the moment is almost always just the next step in the evolution. And that leaves us with a big question for right now. I mean, the panic of 1981 seems almost quaint now, doesn't it? But every one of these big technological shifts feels like the end of the world when you're in it. So what's our video panic today? What's the technology that feels like a threat right now, but in a few years will just be the normal way we create and connect with each other?